Hello everyone, I'm Karthi Vignesh, and this video we're going to go exercise number 6 in Systems of Compiler Design Lab, which is the simple table generation. So simple table generation is basically the next phase for the compiler design. So what it does is basically generates a table for all the symbols inside the program. So this is the sample input. So here we are given int a b, character c is equal to d, and double, which is a double add, which is a function, and we are given two parameters for it. So what the symbol table does is it will take a, b, c and add as the identifiers, and they will have data types, return types, initial value, number of parameters, and types of parameters. So as you can see, the data type and the initial value is given only for the variables, and the return type, number of parameters, and types of parameters are given only for the functions. So this is how a symbol table should be generated. So we have to type a program which will do the simulation of a symbol table, which is done for a compiler design. So this is the program that I have written. So in this one, what we are basically doing is first I'm opening the sample.c, which is the input file that I'm feeding into the program, and after that I've given all this stuff for our identification. For example, I've given all the lowercase letters for variable names, and I've given all the keywords for the data type keys, and these are the 1, 2, 3, 6. These six are the uh, these six those six arrays are the 6 columns in the symbol table, and we'll be adding all the stuff into this based on the input that I'm reading. So initially I'm splitting the files by line, and for each line I'm splitting it into tokens, and for the length of the tokens I'm going through the files, and what I'm doing here is I'm checking whether the whether I'm spotting a open curly brace. Whenever I spot a open curly brace, it's identified as a function, so it's appended into the functions. The one that is before the open brace is the function name, so I'm appending that one into the function. So after that I'm checking whether the token is in the data type keys. If it is in data type keys, then I'm checking whether it's not in whether the next one, the following one, is not in variables. So what happens here is if the next one is not in variables, that means it's a function declaration, so I'm adding it into the function declaration, and after that I'm giving I minus 1 is not equal to close brace, open braces, and I minus 1 is not equal to comma. With this basically means they are not from parameters. If these two conditions are not satisfied, I'm adding it into the parameters, which is inside the function declaration. And here I'm checking whether it's equal to. If it's equal to, then I'm appending it. If the previous token is equal to, then the following token after the equal to is usually an assignment of value. So I'm appending it in the initial value thing, and I'm checking whether the tokens are in variables. If the tokens are in variables, I'm checking whether the ones 2 times behind uh, from the behind is the closing variables. If not, if that is the case, then I'm continuing. Else, I'm adding it into the identifiers. After that, I'm closing the file. So now I have all the values here, but I have to make the table in such a way that I'll have free spaces in these exact spacings if those are variables, and I should have free spaces here if those are from functions. So I'm doing that one here, line by line, and check not that one here. I'm checking whether it's a variable. If it's not in a variable, I'm making it so that it follows the function fillings. If it is a variable, then I'm following this filling, this way to fill the array, and after that I'm appending it into the table, table dot array, which is basically the two-dimensional array that we'll be using to display the tables. So after that I'm printing it for the user. So this is the sample input that I've given into the program, and I'm going to execute it now. As you can see, the simple table is generated, and add SAB. Those are the only identifiers in this program as well. Add function A, B, and S is the return parameter. And the initial value of S is A plus B, A is 10, B is 15, all the stuff, and the simple table is generated successfully. So this is exercise number 6 in Systems of Compiler Design Lab. So that's it for today's video. See you guys in the next one.